welcome back to Who's Watching? And what's that? Shock of the week? It's a list!
Yay! This time we're doing top five modern companions.
As it's only 5, we are going to have a list each.
Yep.
So we don't kill each other over where people should be again.
So, I'm going to start. My number 5 is Jack.
Ooh.
I prefer Captain Jack with Christopher Eccleston than I do with David Tennant, because he's not really with David Tennant for very long, is he? He's in the Master one, and that's it, I think.
I do like
but I mean, he works quite well with David Tennant and with Martha. I think he works quite well. But no, I've always quite liked Jack. Even in like Torchwood, I've always liked Jack as a character. John Barrowman is very good, despite the fact that every time he turned up he looked younger than he did before. It's like him in Arrow now, he looks even younger when he turns up.
I don't know, when I went and rewatched, when I was doing my last rewatch of Doctor Who, when I watched Series 1 and I saw Captain Jack Howard, I was like, look at his little baby face! He looks so young.
I like Jack. I think he's a very good character. He works very well with Christopher Eccleston. And with Billie Piper, I think he works very well. And he's brilliant in the Dalek story.
Yes.
He's very good in the Dalek story. I love the bit where he blows up Trini and Susanna and sort of all that sort of lot.
Where on earth were you hiding that?
You don't want to know.
And now it's time for the face-off.
What does that mean? Do I get to compete with someone else?
No, like I said, face-off. I think you look good with a dog's head. Or maybe no head at all. That would be so outrageous. And we could stitch your legs to the middle of your chest. Nothing is too extreme. It's to die for.
Now, hold on, ladies. I don't want to have to shoot either one of you.
But you're unarmed. You're naked. But that's a compact laser deluxe. Where were you hiding that?
You really don't want to know.
Give me that accessory.
And it's, no, he's just good. That's all I can say about him. I think there'll be a lot of people that will say, yeah, no, he's good. What's your number 5?
My number 5, May shock you.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I put River Song.
Hello, sweetie.
Get out.
Oh, okay, right, yep.
River Song is possibly the only modern companion that didn't already have a spin-off that I think could have a successful spin-off.
Yeah.
I would watch a show about River.
Yeah, I probably would as well.
I think
she's not on my list because I'm not sure if I would class her as a companion or not.
There's good potential there. I love the backwards story arc.
Yeah, that's very good.
I think it's really... I love the fact the first time we see it, and the first time the Doctor meets her, and for the entirety of their relationship, especially as that forms to be more than we thought it would be, potentially, when it starts to reach that point, he knows the entire time that she is going to die and exactly how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah. I think Alex Kingston's great.
Oh, she's brilliant.
She's very good in that.
River would not work. I don't
think it would work with anyone else other than her. Yeah.
I think she works particularly... I don't say particularly well with Matt Smith, but I think she works well with every Doctor that she's been with in a different way. Yeah. I love the fact that there's a big thing, and obviously, again, it's a fan theory, because obviously they didn't know that Matt Smith was going to have the bow tie. In fact, Stephen Moffat was firmly against the bow tie.
Was it Matt Smith that wanted it?
Matt Smith wanted it.
Yeah. They
tried on the rest of the outfit, and he was like, can I have a bow tie? And like, he had to fight for that. That's why there are so many lines in it, the script taking the piss out of it. That's genuinely Moffat just venting. But there's a thing where, when she goes to fix his tie, but obviously Tennant never wore the tie right. It's because she's used to fixing Matt Smith's bow tie, which, breaks your heart more when you watch the episode.
Yeah.
I like how it goes forward as well when they're doing the diary thing, and I absolutely love the final River episode. It's a weird one. I'd happily watch a spin-off, but I hope we never see River again in Doctor Who, because I think she's had the perfect goodbye.
She gets a very good bite. Is that the one Peter Capaldi?
And I love that episode so much. When just the moment where Capaldi, like, I think he says to Nardell, it's like, my turn, and he goes into the TARDIS for because River doesn't know who he is. So what River thinks is the first time is like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's big. Oh my grasp of reality has entirely been blown.
Oh, before you come in, you better prepare yourself for a shock. It's not as snug as it looks.
Finally. Finally. It's my go. God! Oh, it's bigger
Oh, yes.
on the inside.
Look, we need to concentrate.
Than it is
Yep, I know where you're going with this, but I need you to calm down.
on the outside.
Oh, you certainly grasped the essentials.
My entire understanding of physical space has been transformed. Three-dimensional Euclidean geometry has been torn up, fur in the air, and snubbed to death. My grasp of the universal constants of physical reality has been changed. Forever. Sorry. I've always wanted to see that done properly.
Would you like a drink? Aldebaran brandy. Help yourself. Tap that.
Yeah, I think she's good fun, and I like
Yeah.
I like watching those episodes later, sort of in the middle of the River run, where the Doctor knows who she is and knows some stuff that she doesn't, but at the same time she knows a lot that he doesn't, and I like the way that dynamic plays off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, one of the few people that can slap the Doctor and it be brilliant.
Yeah.
I think I can only think of two people who ever slapped the Doctor and me go, yep, that's a good entertaining piece of story, and that's Jackie and River. They're the only people that can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
People that get away with it. Yeah. No, I like River Song. So my number 4 is Bill.
Bill didn't make my list. I like Bill. Spoiler.
I liked Bill from the pilot. I thought, and I think as well because I don't like Clara.
Oh yeah, it was so refreshing to get someone else.
It was refreshing to get someone else who wasn't a massive part of the story.
Yes.
So for me, she felt a lot more like a classic companion, or sort of like Billie Piper in her first series, where she was something to do with it, but not massively.
Like Martha. Or
Yeah. So she
Series
has
2
something
Martha,
to play.
Russ.
Yeah, Rose.
Series 2 Rose.
Yeah, she sort of has something to do with it, but not like massively like, oh, I've gone back in your timeline, that kind of thing. Pearl Mackie was brilliant.
She was.
I think
really
as Bill.
good.
She has some really good things.
Bill only just didn't make my list.
She Peter Capaldi. I mean, Peter Capaldi has. I think he's one of these actors who has great chemistry with anybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I think he had particularly good chemistry with her.
She works really.
I think
There are some. Quite often, a companion's job, especially when they're with a doctor like Capaldi's doctor, is to talk to everyone else and be like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And she does that really well.
Yeah.
I think I'd say probably she's the best companion we've had at doing that around Capaldi, any of the doctors being like, stuff's happening. Calm down.
I wasn't heartbroken when she turned into a Cyberman, but I was quite shocked that they, she's such a lovely person and she's so nice and whatever. Then they then turn her into a Cyberman, and I'm like, Stephen Moffat, what have you done? You've turned this really nice character. I mean, had they turned Nardole into a Cyberman, as much as I like Nardole, I wouldn't have cared particularly much. But so that was quite surprising. I like her exit though, when she goes off into space with her girlfriend and sort of all the rest of it. I like that. But no, I like Bill. I think she's very good. I even liked her in Twice Upon a Time, and she's the like the robot version of herself. And I like her goodbye with Peter Capaldi, and when her and Nardole hug him and whatever. I think that's quite a nice conclusion for Peter Capaldi, when he wouldn't hug Clara at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then in his last one, he's hugging sort of all his companions, kind of thing. No, I like
Would
Bill.
you hug Clara though?
Well, no. But no, I'd probably be like that. But no, I like Bill. I think she's very good. Very good companion.
My number 4, Rory.
Yay!
I like Rory.
Yes.
I feel so sorry. I love one of the things I love as well is the behind the scenes for Rory, because him and Matt Smith are old friends. They're good friends, and Matt used to get the scripts first. He used to flick through them, and then ring up the Darth and be like, "Guess who dies again?"
Because he was always dying.
He was
wasn't
always
Rory?
dying, and it was brilliant. I like Rory.
Yeah, no, I like Rory, yeah.
He's just how you'd imagine like most people would actually react in these things. He just gets.
I think so.
He's just
yeah.
a nice guy
Yeah.
that just gets wrapped
Yeah.
up in all of this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And half the time you look at him and you think he'd rather just be at home with a cuppa, wouldn't he?
Yes, he's not the sort of person you'd assume would be. You know, if the Doctor asked him, "Do you want to come travelling?"
Yeah.
kind of thing. He's not the kind of person that you would assume would say yes.
Yeah, he's there because Amy's
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I like
But
Amy,
he secretly,
but
I think he
love
secretly
Rory
enjoys
more.
it.
Oh, he loves it. You
Yeah.
can tell. And I
Yeah.
think what I like about him as well is, unlike a lot of companions where they're like, some companions are too savvy at the start and they don't
Yes.
develop.
Yeah.
Rory starts off really on the back foot.
Yeah.
And he develops as a character, but he was always brave and bold. He just didn't have anything to back up
Yeah.
the bravery and bold.
Yeah.
It's like in the Vampires in Venice, where he's trying to fight off this guy with a broom.
Oh yeah.
And he just cuts it in
Yeah.
half. It's a look on his face like, well,
I
I'm
think
dead.
it's one of my little ones, Vampire in Venice. I quite like Vampires in
I
Venice.
quite like it, especially because the woman that plays the mother
Yeah.
is one of the main characters in Peaky Blinders. And I
Okay.
think she's just a very
Yeah.
good actress.
Yeah, no, I like Rory. He's not on my list, but I do like Rory.
It's one of those things where so far,
He's-
anyone that you've put on your list that's not on mine, I'm like, oh no, I do like
Yeah.
them. I don't know why they didn't make it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
My number 3 is, God bless him, Bernard Cribbins as Wilf. I just love Bernard Cribbins. I love Bernard Cribbins anyway, but I love him as Wilf.
Yeah,
I think
do
he's
like
such a good character. And I know it was in The Runaway Bride, it's her dad, isn't it? Donna's dad in that one. And
Yeah,
then
the actor died.
passed away.
Will. Yeah.
And in a way, I don't want to sound horrible, but I'm quite glad that they had her granddad,
Yeah.
because I prefer Bernard Cribbins to the actor who plays her dad. And I think the thing with Bernard Cribbins' character is that he grounds that family. Donna's quite sort of loud and whatever, and she's sort of,
Yeah.
you know, she's waiting for the Doctor to come back, whereas her mother's quite nasty. Her mother can be quite vile to her. Whereas Bernard Cribbins is just like, no, you want to do that, you go off and do that. You know, you want to do this, you go do this. And, you know, I quite like... there's moments there where he's nearly made me cry and things like that. So, you know, I like
It's the
it.
bit in the diner, I think, where
Yes.
he really
Yeah.
stretches his acting
Yeah.
legs, and
Yeah.
you know, David Tennant, obviously very
Yeah.
good actor,
Yeah.
and that bit's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the bit that gets me is when he goes, oh yeah, no, you go off into space and you bring a bit of it home for your old granddad and you, whatever. I can't remember. It might be the first one or it's the Sontaran one.
Yeah.
I can't remember. And the bit when he's like,
think
yeah,
it's Sontaran
woohoo, when he sees Donna in the TARDIS and he does a little dance on
That's
on the
Partners in Crime.
paving slab. And I mean, when he shoots the Dalek with the paintball gun. And, you know, you will surrender, will I, Ek? And just sort of shoots him. Fantastic.
My vision is not impaired.
Sticking with the nobles, my number 3's Donna.
Oh, okay, yep.
I do.
Yep.
I didn't like her at first.
No,
will
I
admit.
didn't, yeah.
When she was first in it, I was not a fan.
Yeah.
Runaway Bride, I just thought she was loud and
Yeah.
gobby.
Yeah.
And then coming back and on rewatches, I really liked the dynamic that she has with the Doctor. Mm-hmm. It was so refreshing as well. After Rose and Martha, and it just seemed like, why does every companion have to fall in love with the spaceman? I mean, it is David Tennant, fair enough. But, you know, why does everyone have to fall in love with the spaceman?
Yeah.
Why can't we just have, you know, just two people
being friends, yeah.
pissing about in time and space?
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They're just two mates
Yeah.
hanging
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
You know that scene where he's like, no, I just want a mate.
Yeah.
And lots of people were like, some people were like, oh, it seemed a bit forced. I was like, no, you know what that was? That was reassurance to someone like me that that's not what
Yeah,
you're going to get.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
love that she
'cause
kind of...
I don't like that when
No, I'm
they're
not a big
falling
fan
in
of it.
love with him.
She kind of holds him to a standard as well, I think.
Yes.
that I really like.
Because she calls him out on drowning the Rachnos,
Yes.
which is quite nice. And then she, because he's just going to leave everybody in Pompeii, isn't he? He's going to leave them all.
Yes.
And then she says, no, you save someone.
Yeah, she's like anyone.
Yeah,
you know?
just pick someone and just save them. And no, there are quite a few times where she calls him out on things, and she's not afraid to call him out on things.
Neither was Martha, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
She did not make my list, but I do like her.
Yes, I quite like Martha, actually.
It's sort of a continuation of Tennant's journey to sort of mellow out a little bit, because Donna even says, like, because you've got Donna's first meeting, and you've got all the Martha stuff, and then Donna again, and when he's letting the adipose go, and she's like, you've changed.
Yeah. No, I like Donna.
I think they have good fun.
Yes.
I think I'm going to be bold enough to say, knowing you, knowing me, knowing you, we've got the same number 2.
Have we?
You ready? On the count of 3, we'll say who it is.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Graham!
Yay! For me, Bradley Walsh has been the standout star from this new series.
Oh, he has. I do like Jodie Whittaker, but
I like Jodie
Walsh
Whittaker,
is
but I mean
brilliant.
Bradley Walsh has just been fantastic.
And I hope we continue to get what I call Grams of wisdom.
Yes.
You know, when he just has those moments where he's like, "Oh, best help this person that's down with a little bit of sage Graham wisdom." I'm like, "Yep, I love it."
Yeah, no, I love
brilliant.
Bradley Walsh. I think for the same reasons that I like Wilf as well, is a lot of Graham stuff. He's that older character.
I think the reason Wilf didn't make my list was because I feel like Graham's just taken that formula and rolled with it so much better.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant.
But no, I think Graham is what Wilf would have been had Wilf actually travelled with the Doctor.
I like the fact that he didn't pick, really. He didn't say, "Oh, I want to come travelling."
Yeah, he sort of got caught up in it.
And then he got a taste for it.
Yeah.
Essentially, which I think is good, because he didn't quite strike me as a sort of person that'd be like, "Yep, let's go for it."
No.
You know.
No. And
as epitomised by the fact that he carries a sandwich with him. Yeah, we don't eat him around here, do we?
No, he's brilliant. I love Bradley Walsh. It's the biggest. I knew he could act.
Yes.
But for me, he was the biggest surprise of the series. Was that, I mean, I'd quite happily see him and Jodie Whittaker travelling together.
Yeah.
I'd quite get rid of. I mean, I like Yaz, but get rid of Yaz, get rid of Ryan, and just have Graham and the Doctor travelling together. I'd watch that. That'd be fine. But no, I love Bradley Walsh, and his all right, Cockle.
Cockle.
You all right, Cockle?
Cockle.
All the time, and when he carries a sandwich.
Yeah.
So he's got, and it's trying to in the Witchfinders one, he's trying to keep the hat on as he's running, and he's sort of running like that, and the hat's wobbling, and he's trying to keep on. Fantastic, brilliant. Yeah.
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 I won't hear a bad thing said about Graham. He's a treasure.
He is great. So that was our number 2.
Yeah.
Now my number 1 is Donna. I really like Donna. I didn't like her in The Runaway Bride. She was very loud and very sort of domineering, and she wasn't very nice. And I don't think Catherine Tate was a very good actress in that one.
I don't think she was brought in as an actress, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think she was more of a
that
sort
was
of
when
star
that
type
was
of
when
person coming in.
the Catherine Tate show was big.
Yeah.
So she was just there to be loud and gobby, but she is actually a very talented actress. She does lots of theatre and things as well.
Which I can see from when she was later on in it. She was, but then when she comes back, she was very good.
Yeah.
From the moment you see her, she's a very good character. Probably for me the most heartbreaking departure from the modern series.
Yes, possibly.
And she's just brilliant. I keep saying that she's brilliant, but she is. She's funny. But she feels like a very real person.
Yeah.
I think that's why. Whereas sort of Martha and Rose, they're grounded, but they're a little bit sort of. They feel a little bit far away. Whereas Donna feels like someone you'd actually see on the street, meet on the street,
feels,
kind of thing.
I don't know why. Martha feels, for me at least, feels more like a person you might meet than Rose. But then again, she's a doctor.
Yeah.
So whereas Donna is literally you'd bump into 3 Donnas in a pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would.
And I mean, she's great with David
brilliant.
Tennant. Brilliant chemistry between those two. I know they do a lot of theatre together, don't they?
But they met on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
do a lot of Shakespeare together.
They're great. So yeah, no, I just like her. I think she's really good.
Yeah.
Easily the best modern companion for me.
I do love the the bit in Partners in Crime when David Tennant's like, hang on! And she's like, I am!
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's very good with the comedy stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously she's very good with the comedy stuff, but and very good with the emotional stuff as well, which surprised me. Like Fires of Pompeii, her
her
departure,
goodbye. Yeah.
her goodbye. I think there's a couple of other things where she gets quite sort of upset. The bit where that Miss Evangelista dies in Silence in the Library.
Yes.
She gets quite upset about that, doesn't she? And then I think she even calls Riversong out on it.
Yeah.
And she's
she
like,
does.
don't be so damn rude and have a bit of respect and whatever. And she gets quite cross about it. And I mean, there's not many people who'd even stand up to Riversong,
Yeah.
particularly, and she does. And but no, I like Donna. I think she's very good companion.
I like it, the way that she sort of talks about stuff in the future as well, that even makes the Doctor think. It's the bit where he's like, oh yeah, they picked a face from that. It picked me a face.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll call out all the things that are a little bit iffy and yeah.
I do love that moment in Silence in the Library when they get given the signing contracts. And everyone's just like, oh yeah.
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 No, she's great.
I don't even need to look at my list to remember who my number one was.
Yeah.
Captain Jack.
Okay, yep.
I think just proven the fact that he is the best modern companion, he got his own spin-off and it was great. I think, with the exception of, like I said, River could make a great spin-off, I don't think you could pick any other modern companion
And give them a spin-off. No.
They'll be so loved by fans as well.
Yeah.
I think he's such a complex character as well. So you've got the fact that when he meets the Doctor, he's not a great guy, really.
No.
Also, he doesn't... So something that's never really revisited later, and I think Jack has himself decides that he doesn't care anymore. But at first, the Time Agency stole his memories. He says that in the first one. The only reason he's doing it is he's trying to buy back his memories.
Yeah.
Although there is a fan thing that says that he asked them to get rid of his memories because it's all about his little brother. Because he only remembers that because Adam upsets his brain, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But anyway, fan theories. I seem to mention a fan theory in every video. Them aside.
But I mean, they kind of add to it.
Yeah,
don't
they do sometimes.
Yeah.
That aside, he's such a complex character and he has this journey, and unlike most character arcs, especially in Doctor Who, normally you start off on one side and you end up on the other.
Yeah.
He wobbles so much because he always tries to do what's best, but he is willing to get his hands dirty.
Like Children of Earth.
Yeah, so Children of Earth spoiler. He sacrifices his own grandson to
Yeah.
try and save all the other children, and it is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's brutal, but also it shows you what immortality would do to someone.
Yeah.
He gets cold and uncaring, but also not. There are two times I can think of where he's holding a loved one in his arms and watching them die, like cradling a dead body of someone he loves, and that's horrible.
Yeah. But no, he's
In the
good,
best
isn't
way.
he?
He's
Captain
brilliant,
Jack,
and
yeah.
John Barrowman is a treasure.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Captain Jack come back to our screens.
I would, either in
so would
Doctor Who
he.
proper or Torchwood.
So would he.
Yeah,
He said multiple times he wants
He's
to come
desperate
back.
to come back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd still watch it.
Bring back Jack. Bring back Jack. I think, we know that as well that Chibbers can write for it, because some of the best Torchwood episodes were Chibbers.
Yeah. So, and that's an example that he can write good science fiction.
Yeah. I think Jack would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah. Or just bring back Torchwood.
Or just bring back Torchwood.
That was us.
Yes, that was our
Feel
top
free to
5
let us know
modern-
who your favourite modern companions are.
Yes.
Will, who's your favourite modern companion?
Donna.
I bring proof of courage and comradeship. What is this ship and why are you here? Identify yourselves by species and planet of origin. on, they just shoot at me. Handles, I said put me on a ship. I didn't say put me on a Dalek ship. Don't put me on a Dalek ship when I'm holding a broken bit of Dalek! Ow!
You did not indicate a preference.
Use your head. It's not like you've got a lot of alternatives. They're all here. Oh, no, and remind me, I've got to patch the telephone back through the console unit. This is getting ridiculous.
Attention. Information available.
Okay.
You must patch the telephone device back through the console unit.
No, not now. Remind me later.
When?
I don't know, just later. Just pick a time.
When?
I don't know, just any old time, just when you think I've forgotten.
When?
Just pick a random number. Express that number as a quantity of minutes, and when that time has elapsed, remind me to patch the telephone back through the console unit.
Affirmative.
How those cyber evenings must fly.
No, so let us know what your favourite modern companions are in the comments. Like and subscribe. And tune in next time.
Yeah. It might not be a list.
No, it could be
Who knows?
completely different. Yeah. You never know. Just shake the boat a little bit, rock the boat a little bit.
Rock the boat, baby, rock the boat.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.